Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here at QNT, seeing what's going on. We're just going to go ahead and update our fib levels here and effectively just kind of get best practice and big picture here with this coin, kind of see what's going on because it is moving very fast. And if it does pull back, we want to make sure we're aware of those levels and also help understand just kind of what's going on here. So if you're new to the channel, thanks again for joining me here. Hope you learned something here today. If you do want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tag is a site. Link down below. Quick little heads up, we do have a signals group. Be sure to read the signals guide. We've got a lot of new members here recently. If you do not read through this, you may not understand exactly how you can maximize your benefit. Again, we got Premium Plus. These are our day trading scalping bots. Scalping the crap out of Matic lately. I think we had 5 different trades open. Most of them hit a majority of their profit targets, 69% there. And of course, phenomenal trades here from Gala, SKL, and then what we also took profits from Dusk, BNB, the graph, and again, more Matic. We're seeing a theme here, right? So we love ourselves some Matic. Might actually start considering a QNT trade. Let's see if this is worthwhile. So what we want to look at first is Elliott Wave and just kind of get perspective on pullback. I like to go with a worst case scenario just to open it up so you guys understand where we're going to see the price pull back to if it does. Okay, I like to emphasize the word if because we don't truly know that, but these are areas to dollar cost average. I get that question often, so I like to cover it. So quickly to note, 0.382, 0.5, 0.618, roughly 131, 124, and 117. Those are the 3 levels the price could pull back to. Most common is 0.5, 0.618, which would make sense because we had previous liquidity levels down there, as well as the price action hitting that resistance level and plateauing before it took off. Okay, so that could be an area. Now, am I saying it's going to go straight down? No, don't take that away from this video. If you do, then you obviously didn't watch the whole thing and you're doing yourself a disservice. You want to understand the big picture and help know where it's going to go next because of that. So big picture here is that we're above all moving averages, stochastic RSI, money flow index, and of course, traditional RSI all doing fantastic. So we're getting some awesome momentum here. There's literally nothing here on the daily time frame that's going to tell us otherwise. Okay. So again, besides these large term fib levels, we really have nothing to note on the daily time frame telling us we have any kind of shift of momentum. Okay. That's actually a good thing. You see the amount of volume we're seeing here now in the last 24 to 40 hours? That's phenomenal, okay? When the money flows into the coin, the price goes with it. Take a look at here. Money flow index extremely high. This is actually perfect. We love to see RSI calming down with the money flow index staying up. It tells us there's more money coming into the coin and it's naturally progressing sideways, getting ready for another breakout. Okay, so there's a strong chance we're going to see the price go up, then down at this point because of that factor. Keep in mind, stochastic RSI is swinging down. That makes sense. But what's cool, stochastic's coming down, money's going up. Okay? The price goes up and stochastic goes down. That means our second swing here is going to be much more impactful and the price will leg up again. Okay? Doesn't mean it has to or it will, but it's just a stronger likelihood. Okay? Again, I like to go with probabilities, and so far QNT is looking highly probable to continue this trend. Okay, so if we take a look here, of course, at the MACD, we can see it is starting to diverge. It hasn't fully yet, but what goes up must come down, okay? However, what goes up may also bounce off of this level here and consider, I like to consider that a MACD-FU. If you're not familiar with the channel, I actually laugh about that. So if you know what the MACD is, it's a moving average convergence divergence. Add an FU at the end and you get what I'm talking about here. In other words, you expect it to diverge because it's supposed to come down, right? It's like, oh, I'm going to take a short position. It's like, nope, we're going straight up from here. Okay, that's what an MACD-FU is. It's just a phrase I use. It's not really a thing. You probably couldn't look it up and find it, but maybe someday. I don't know. Either way, at this point, that's what I'm getting at here is that that's really the only telling sign that the price action could pull back, but it really is not a reason to take a trade to the downside, okay? So I want to emphasize this, and I do this in a lot of my videos. Don't short this coin, okay? Take this away. If you're going to take anything away from this video, do not short this coin. It's kind of like the common phrase that we've been saying in almost every single one of my videos, just because I have to kind of reiterate it. Some people just insist on shorting because it's overextended, and that's not a reason to short. It's not the market win right now. The market's moving up. Even though Bitcoin moves down, most coins are still going to go up and respond positively. There's a few outliers, trust me. We've shorted what? We shorted 3 coins this month. 2 are in profit, and then the other one we've closed effectively in profit. However, those were some, I wouldn't say risky, but in hindsight they kind of were. So if you take a look here in our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, these are the longs that we're taking. Okay, this is only up until the 21st, 18th rather. This is up to the 18th. Doesn't include all the stuff I've shared with you already. So again, all long positions is where we're taking profit. Do not short this coin. Moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, we're still good there. We could draw out a trend line here and kind of just get perspective where the money's moving, right? We can also take a look here as well at TD sequential, and note that we came up to a 9, got a little reset here, we're up to a 4 already, so hypothetically we could see another 20 hours of continuation. Okay, so again, no guarantee it's going to pull back, but we've already talked about the levels that it could pull back to. One of these three is a possibility. Okay, so to me, if I'm going to take a trade, I would consider, some extra entries in these levels here and average my way down, so that when the price bounces, which is appearingly quite inevitable at this point, then we're going to see the price recover quite quickly. Okay, I mean, look at what just happened when Bitcoin sold off. That is pretty solid here. And you compare this with Bitcoin, goodness gracious, it's doing tremendously better. What's going to happen when the price action of Bitcoin goes up? Okay, that may not happen either, but I'm just saying this is a very good sign. All right, hourly, let's wrap this up here. Sorry, getting a little wordy today. Taking a look at TD sequential here. There's no massive overextension. We are above the cloud. The cloud is traveling within the price action, so a lot of times it's not really a great buy signal, but it doesn't mean that you want to close your long position. It just implies that it's getting close. This window of opportunity is coming to a soon end, not quite there yet, okay? And what I mean here is lagging spans almost intersect with the price action. It's an indication to consider trimming your position. And a trim, by the way, is just taking more than 50% profit on your first target, letting the rest ride. Yes, having multiple targets in a trade is a good thing. Don't just jump in and jump out at all times. You're going to pay a lot more in fees and effectively, well, actually it depends on how you structure your trades, but what I'm getting at here is the conversion line and the baseline are intersecting, so we're getting close to this momentous trend discontinuing, and that doesn't mean it's going to just drop. It just implies if we travel within the cloud here, we don't want to consider a position, but for right now, we're still looking pretty strong. Okay. So the takeaway here is that this coin's looking pretty darn good and ready to rock and roll once more. However, we do not have confirmation that's going to happen just yet. We probably want to wait a little while. But no matter how you look at it, we are confirmed bullish on every single time frame, and you're going to be statistically more likely to take profit on this coin if you take a long position versus a short position. That's really what we're seeing here. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I might actually set an alert here so I can perhaps consider an entry closer to 140 and just kind of see if it's worthwhile at that point taking a trade. Again, I set an alert. I'm going to reevaluate later. I'm not going to jump in blindly because I'm driving down the freeway trying to trade at the same time. Okay, I reevaluate and I look at this and I ensure that. Okay, again, I evaluate like 30, 40 coins a day. It's a lot of work, but it's a passion that I have, of course, to do this, especially for my community. And if I got a few hundred traders underneath me, I need to make sure these trades are worthwhile. So the truth is I look for trades all day long, but I'm looking for reasons not to take a trade. And 99% of my analysis videos I make don't confirm all the check all the boxes. Okay. Anyway, sorry I went on a little too far again there. I hope you learned something here today. Do yourself a favor, join the best exchange in the world. My personal opinion, but my members are getting healthy benefit rewards, so use my link to register. That's down below, but Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. They are providing a great no KYC, no VPN exchange for our members. Deeply appreciate it. My US and Canadian members are back on the leverage train. All right, folks, thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next one. Take care.